What's up, my fellow garbage connoisseurs? It's your boy Bandit, back with another episode of Trash Talk, where we pick through society's dumpster and figure out what really stinks. And today, oh boy, we're talking about Gen Z and the workplace. So, apparently employers are having a rough time with the TikTok generation. They're hiring fresh college grads only to regret it faster than a bad Tinder date. But hold up, before we start roasting, let's ask the real question. Are Gen Z workers actually that bad, or is the workplace just designed for a generation that doesn't exist anymore? Let's talk about it. Meet Brad. Brad's late. Not just late to the meeting, late for work. The meeting started at 9 a.m. Brad strolls in at 9:17, like he's the main character in an indie film. And oh, you thought Brad would at least be dressed like he cares? Nah. My guy pulled up in a wrinkled t-shirt, ripped jeans, and sneakers, still carrying the mud from last weekend's finding himself hiking trip. Professionalism? Never heard of her. Brad takes his seat, opens his laptop, and Excel is on the screen. Time for Brad to show the team his technical skills, except plot twist, he doesn't have any. My dude has a whole master's degree, but still can't figure out how to filter a spreadsheet. He's out here clicking random buttons like he's defusing a bomb in a movie. And don't even get me started on his emails. Brad can swipe through TikTok like a pro, but when it comes to Outlook, he's lost in the sauce. Reply all is a mystery, formatting is optional. And my guy just ended an email with LOL LMK. Brad, this is a job, not a group chat. Now, Brad isn't alone in his struggle. A recent survey found that 3 out of 5 Gen Z hires get fired within a year. That's 60% of new employees, yeeted straight into unemployment. And companies aren't just frustrated. They're straight up avoiding hiring Gen Z. In fact, 1 in 6 companies say they'd rather deal with a printer from 2002 than take a chance on a recent college graduate. So what's the issue? Are Gen Z workers actually that bad? Or are companies just expecting people to work like it's still 1985? Let's start with etiquette. Apparently 9 out of 10 companies say Gen Z needs etiquette training. Y'all, 9. Outside office 10. That's almost everybody. See, Gen Z grew up where emojis, memes, and slang are just part of daily communication. But bosses aren't exactly ready for an email signed off with a skull instead of best regards. And don't even get me started on workplace attire. Business casual means nice jeans and a button-up, not hoodie and Crocs. Now, before we start acting like Gen Z is the only problem, let's talk about the real issue here. The workplace is outdated, and Gen Z is just the first generation bold enough to call out the nonsense. Think about it. Why are we still writing cover letters in 2024? Why do companies hide salary info like it's a national secret? And why are wages still stuck in 1995 while rent has skyrocketed? Boomers drained the economy, millennials got the leftovers, and now Gen Z is just staring at the empty fridge, wondering why everyone's mad at them. But let's be real, Gen Z still has some work to do. Y'all can't just ghost your boss like it's a bad Hinge date. If you struggle with feedback, don't take it as an attack. Take it as XP. Nobody's perfect. But you gotta level up. And please, for the love of all things holy, learn how to use Excel. It's not that hard. At the end of the day, this isn't just a Gen Z problem. The workplace is changing, but companies are still acting like it's 1990. Maybe instead of blaming an entire generation, businesses should ask themselves why they can't keep their new hires. But hey, that's just me. What do y'all think? Are Gen Z workers actually bad, or is the workplace just outdated? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. And while you're at it, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more trash talk.